Welcome to Debbie's Cowgirl Kitchen. Y'all, today we're making crack chicken spaghetti. So let's get this party started. We're gonna add 1 can of cream of chicken soup. Now this is a large can. It calls for a small one, but all I have is large. And it also calls for a cup of cream. And since I don't have any cream, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the entire can, and that should do it. It's okay to improvise on recipes if you don't have the exact ingredients. They still turn out good. All right, next we're going to add 6 cups of chicken broth. One of these is 32 ounces, which is 4 cups, so we're going to use 1.5 of these chicken broths. Okay, there's 1. And we're just going to see how it feels when I think it's a half full, because you can't really tell with these. To be honest, I could probably stick the whole thing in there. It would be just fine. So if I need a little more juice later, I'll just add more of that. If you're wondering what's in the big pot, I'm making turkey broth. I had a turkey back. I cleaned out my freezer this morning and I had a turkey back in there from Thanksgiving, and so I thought, you know, I'm going to take that out and I'm going to make broth. So I added carrots, celery, onions, garlic, and bell pepper, and it's been cooking all day, and I'm just going to let it continue to cook for several more hours, and then I'll either can it tonight or can it in the morning. So, my first time making broth, but I know it's not going to be difficult. Okay, next we're going to add our spices. It takes 2 tablespoons of dry ranch seasoning, which I buy my seasonings at Sam's. You can get the big container, because I love this dry ranch. Okay, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Mix that in well, and then we're going to add 1 onion, this is celery out of the garden. I couldn't tell you how many celery it is, but it looks like a couple of stalks of celery, so that's what I'm using. And I actually took that out of the freezer because I froze. Well, what I did was I chopped and processed my celery, and then I vacuum sealed it and put it in the freezer. And let me tell you, that's a great way to do your vegetables, the vacuum pack for the freezer. This is a couple of carrots sliced. And next we will add the chicken. Calls for 3 cups of chicken. I don't know how much this is, but that looks about like 3 cups to me, and so that's what I'm putting in here. If it's a little more, it's okay, because we like chicken. I'm also going to add 1 block of cream cheese. And it's best if you can get it at room temperature. It'll mix in better. Wash my hands. It will actually melt down as this cooks. And the last but not least, it calls for 1 cup of bacon. I don't have a cup, but I did take out some bacon and I fried it and crumbled it, so that'll be good enough to give it some flavor. I actually do have more bacon, but I didn't want to open 2 packages, and that was left over that we didn't use on some stuffed jalapenos, so I just fried it up and used it, and it'll work perfectly. So I'll show you what this looks like. And like I said, this cream cheese, it'll melt down as it cooks. We're also going to be adding 1 cup of shredded cheese, but that'll go in a little while. It won't go in just yet. Alright, y'all, it's been 25 minutes, and I'm fixing to put my spaghetti noodles in. We're going to let those cook for about 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll add our cheese. Okay, y'all, now we're going to put in some cheese. It's 2 cups of shredded cheese. Give or take whatever you want to put in yours. But oh, Lord have mercy. I'm not kidding you. This stuff is amazing. I will bring you back when we get it all plated up, and let Frankie tell you how he likes it. Well, what do you think, Frankie?
It's delicious, baby.
Good. You gonna stick around a little longer?
I'm gonna stick around.
All right. Y'all have a blessed evening.